Chapter 13. Joe, white, age 47, April 19, 2025. A virus had been hanging on, just nausea and headaches, but enough to land me in the ER for the afternoon as a precaution. Everything was fine, and I later found myself at a local park overlooking the playground area. As I sat on a bench, resting, taking in the breeze, nostalgia washed over me. My own kids had played here. And then I heard it, that sing-songy melody that can only mean one thing, the ice cream truck. Parents and children lined up. I waited. Ice cream prices had soared. And to think, even back in the day, I'd tell my kids, we'll go to the store and Mama will buy a whole box for that price. Eventually, the line thinned, and I approached Joe, the man behind the window. He greeted me with ease and agreed to talk with me. A friend had offered him the truck on lease. Joe gave it a try for a year. He made a profit and eventually bought it. If he wouldn't have introduced me to it, I never would have done it. I asked him how he kept everything organized. Joe said it was all in his head. I'm organized, he shrugged, and I can pretty much guess exactly how many pieces I need. Then with a grin, he added, I'm OCD. I wondered if he had to unload the truck every night. Nope, I plug it in. See this freezer right here? It'll last 12 hours. He lives in a camper. He was once married, but not anymore. She got the house and the kids, and I got the camper and the truck. Born and raised in Jacksonville near the beach, he's left town more than a few times, but always comes back. No place like home. Gotta be on the beach. His family, though, is no longer local. They've all moved out west. I asked what might surprise me about him. He became quieter. I was not always a nice guy, he said. I did some bad things growing up. It was bad. Bad enough I don't really want to talk about it. Then came the pivot. It's been 20 years. I've been sober 20 years. Clean. 20 years. He held my eyes and I felt the accomplishment. I asked what brought him to that change. I got to a place where I did an internal look at myself. I didn't like what I saw. I asked if faith played a part in his recovery. He wasn't particularly religious, though his mother was. I feel Christian, he said. I pray every night. Joe works the truck every day it's a good weather day. He lives simply. He recently came out of a long-term relationship. I don't want to move and get a mortgage, at 50. Then he added, I feel blessed. Everything I have is paid for, and I don't need much money. When I asked if this was the most peaceful he'd ever felt, he didn't hesitate. Yes. In the last 5 years is the most peace I've ever felt. He told me the first 10 years of sobriety were a struggle, but his parents grounded him. My mom and dad saved me. They never gave up. He talked about his mom, how she was always there, no matter what. My dad would have given up on me without her, he admitted. He told me flat out. Both parents have passed now. His dad in 2009, though a Vietnam vet, he didn't die there. He got mesothelioma, but it didn't kill him till he got back. His mom passed in 2023 from congestive heart failure. He misses them both every day. We had been interrupted several times with people making purchases, and I waited to ask him one final question. What do you fear the most? He thought for a moment and then grinned. The IRS. We both laughed. Before I left, I told him I wanted to get something for my husband and my son. Without missing a beat, he pulled out a Nutty Buddy ice cream cone. This one, he said confidently. And sure enough, it was exactly the kind my husband loves. Then Joe handed me a SpongeBob bar for my son. He's in his 20s, I reminded him. Trust me, he said. And he was right again. My son couldn't stop smiling. He said it reminded him of his childhood, said it was perfect. As Joe pulled away, he called out across the lot. That was so refreshing. It made me smile. And what rose to the top for me was how it affected him to be seen. Joe spends his days noticing others, kids, parents, the hesitant ones in line. He suggests treats he's sure they'll like. He makes people smile. But today, he was the one being noticed. He ended the conversation on a higher frequency than when he began, and that felt good. For him, for me, for all of us. Proof that sometimes the most refreshing thing we can offer another human being is simply to see them. Next time I hear an ice cream truck in my neighborhood, I'll look out to see if it's Joe. I might even run outside just to check in. And yes, I'll buy the expensive ice cream. Sorry, kids. I'll make it up to you with my grandkids. This is truth, and truth always rises.